What's going on, 49er faithful, 49er fan, 49er gang? It's your boy 49er Dion here, back with another video. Hey man, whew, talk about bowling. This game went complete opposite of what I thought it was going to. I could have sworn this was going to be a situation where this was going to be a possible smash mouth game where we had to do everything that we could to be able to try to get things going in the right direction. That did not happen, people. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Oh my God. This is flat out ridiculous. We literally just, man, this is, whew, Cam is hot garbage right now, bro. And we're going to get into all that, man. But first things first, we get the dub. We are 4-3. The beginning of this you know, gauntlet, so to speak, that we started, um, we came out 2-0. We came out on top. We beat the Rams. We beat the Patriots. You know what I mean? Next week it's on to the Seahawks. Like people, we are winning serious games right now, and we are doing a fantastic job of getting things done. So here's the two negatives, man. It seems like every game this happened. Debo Samuel and uh, Jeff Wilson Jr. go down. Now the cool thing about Jeff is Jeff got up and he got off the field under his own power. You know what I'm saying? So I think Jeff probably just had a little bit of the calf strain again or something like that, and he'll be fine. I don't think there's no real issues. Debo, on the other hand, I do not know about. I have not heard anything about. So we're trying to figure out what's going on with him in the first place. So once we get that going, second, once we get that going, we should be perfectly fine. But Um, we'll figure out that at least by about Tuesday, we'll know. We'll have some results, and we'll figure out exactly what we can do. Yes, hopefully we do get Wilson and Devo back soon because Jeff Wilson Jr. was balling. That man was balling. And then Michael Hasty comes in, balling. Jarek McKinnon, not so much. Not so much. He's not that guy. So just taking a look at everything and digesting it right now, we beat them 33-6. We only allowed them to score two field goals, guys. Cam Newton is not the same Cam Newton that he once was. And I'm telling you this because that's what I saw on the field today. His play was not good. It was definitely very, very, very subpar. So um, Jimmy wasn't that great either. And I'm not happy. I mean, he played as well as he could play. The run game was just going insane, so we didn't really need him to do anything. But I don't want him to make mistakes either. I'd rather you go with a bunch of yardage and no TD and no interceptions than a bunch of yardage and two interceptions. Jimmy G 20 out of 25, 277 yards, two INT. Both of the starting quarterbacks did not have touchdowns for both teams. You know what I mean? And yes, we did give them their biggest. Right, Matt. We did give them their biggest L since Billy took over. That's correct. But here's the thing: Jeff Wilson Jr. 17 carries, 112 yards, 6.6 yards per carry, three touchdowns. Jermichael Hasty 9 carries, 57 yards, 6.3 yards per carry. Juice 4 carries, 18 yards, 4.5 yards per carry, and a TD. Juice, they ran Juice twice on some extremely sneaky plays, and people didn't think the ball was going to him. They forget the versatility of Juice and what he can do, so it just completely shattered that situation. That's right, Johnny Garcia, Niners defense. Yes, sir. Brandon Ayuk had his first 100-yard game in the season, six catches, 115 yards, averaging 19.2 yards per catch. And no, we didn't need to pass because they couldn't stop the run. But at the same time, the interceptions are never a positive thing. The first one that he threw when he was intending it for Kittle, first of all, it was behind Kittle. Second of all, it sailed high because he had a little bit of pressure. And that second one that he threw, he just threw that up there. There was no real actual intent in my mind from what I saw because I watched the whole game. There was no intent in my mind what I saw for him to actually try to, you know, passed that ball to Ayuk. He saw that safety over the top. He had to. And Ayuk was double covered. That's why that second interception happened. It was kind of a garbage time interception to get it, but at the same time, still don't like any kind of interception whatsoever. Cut Robbie. We ain't cut Robbie Gold for that. No, we ain't doing that. But on the defensive side of the ball, we had so much pressure, so much pressure. Just the issue is we have to get home. We got to start getting home, and that's the thing that's bothering me is we're not. So Drake Greenlaw had a sack and Kevin Givens had a sack. Now on the other side of it, the pressure created the turnover. Four interceptions between Cam Newton and Jared Stidham. Newton had three interceptions. Jared Stidham had one. The defense made Cam Newton look extremely pedestrian. They made him look like a rookie, and they made it look like he just was not worthy of starting. Cam Newton went out there and just laid an egg. And I guarantee you, he gonna be sitting there at his press conference, crying and complaining, looking down, looking sad, looking ridiculous because you know the man dressed all kinds of weird. Um, but nine out of 15, 98 yards, 6.5 yards per throw, three interceptions, and took a sack. That is a lot. That is a lot of negativity. They benched him in the end, like toward the end of the third quarter. I watched this whole game, guys. Our defense did everything that they could. We held their whole team under 100 yards rushing. I told everyone this. I told Rombo this when I was on his show. We would not allow Cam Newton to score a rushing touchdown. The man couldn't throw the ball. He couldn't run. He couldn't do anything. Our defense did their jobs today, people. And to think about it, we put our backups in the fourth quarter, like almost a little bit more than midway through it. Like we literally just told the backups, get in there, man, get some time, get some pressure. That's how Kevin Givens wound up with his sack. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we dominated them in all phases of the game, and I didn't anticipate this. Yeah, what's happening, Steve? Yeah, definitely a big win, baby. Definitely a big win. But yes, if we contain Russ, we will destroy the Seahawks. But for this game specifically, what happened here was this was outsmarting Bill Belichick, which is very, very hard to do. We handed Bill Belichick his third straight loss in the season since 2002. That means that man has been playing football for 18 years without losing three games in a row. So I know that his locker room is going to be destroyed. He's gonna be talking shit every single person. There's not a soul that's going to be sitting there going, "All right, man, we played a great game. We did what we could. Sorry, guys. We'll go out. We'll get them next time." Bill Belichick ain't doing that. Bill Belichick is not doing that. Bill Belichick in there ripping everybody to shreds. I'm telling you right now, anybody that opted out, he's pissed at you. He is upset because you're not on the field helping him produce, helping his defense win. And I'm telling you right now, he's missing him to Tom Brady. He's missing him. He misses him a lot. And then at the same time, you know, this wasn't this was a great homecoming for Jimmy, but this was a great thing for our run game. Just smash about football, just run, run, run. And you saw that we don't ever take a step backwards. The only time we took a step backwards was when Jet came on the field. Jerick McKinnon, his first four games with us, this season, he looked fantastic. He looked great. He was doing the things that he needed to do. But these last couple of games, he's just been non-existent. And I don't know what's going on and why it happened, you know, but it was all bad, you know. But we did such a fantastic job on defense. We did everything that we could. We made sure that we took advantage of the turnovers. We scored off our turnovers, and we just made it happen. I'm so happy to see this defense get some interceptions. So happy to see them get two sacks. You know, and like I said, the only negative connotation I can take away from this is that we lost Debo and we lost Jeff Wilson. Wilson, like I said, he got up and he walked off on his own, so I don't think his injury is that bad. We don't know what happened with Debo, and there was no reporting on it. Nobody said anything, so we don't know if that's a situation where you know something more has happened to him that we don't know about. We'll know by at least Tuesday. I can guarantee you, because we definitely gonna need Debo next week. You know, but the thing is, what you got to remember is KB is a Seahawk killer. KB make the Seahawks bad. So if Debo is out, that just means KB gets more time, but he doesn't have he didn't have any targets. They didn't even throw the ball his way. KB was the decoy on the field 90% of the time. Like he literally had no catches. You know. Now it flipped to the other side of the offense. Julian Edelman didn't get his first catch until the fourth quarter. He was seen on the sidelines throwing his helmet down, pissed off because nothing was going right for them. They could barely run the ball. They had a couple of runs up the middle. Um, Cam had a couple of little quick runs, but it just it didn't click. Their offense looked horrible. Offense looked bad. Josh McDaniels looks like a trash coordinator for this game, you know. But it's still going to be a beautiful thing next week. We just have to see what happens with Debo. Hopefully, it's just something minor, and he's all right. And I'm pretty sure it's one of those situations where they'll check it out. They'll give us an update at least by Tuesday and let us know what's happening and what's going on. But I can tell you, we are definitely very happy about things, and we're very proud that we came into this game and we just punched Bill Belichick right in the mouth. And we did exactly what I told y'all we needed to do in the video earlier today. It's very simple. We went in there and we got started and we went and we kept our foot on the gas. So you could take your foot off the gas when it's the fourth quarter and you only got 5 minutes and you up 33-6. You know why? They ain't about to score 4 touchdowns in 5 minutes. This is not gonna happen. It's not possible. If you can run the ball and get a couple of first downs, you make things right. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what you do. I do believe that we have everything that we need to continue to keep winning. This is why I said don't give up on the season. When a lot of people were pushing the panic button when we were 2-3, I was like, why? Why are we pushing the panic button? What? It's we're 2-3. It's not like we're 0-5. We would be 0-5. Yeah, you can push the panic button because you got to be scared. You don't know what's gonna happen. You're like, well, we ain't winning that game. We're not the Jets. You see what I'm saying? But Fred Warner, interception. Jamar Taylor, 2 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? E-Man Mosley with the interception that he had. What kills me is the defense on E-Man Mosley. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to run through the interceptions with y'all. So Fred Warner, that was Cam Newton being stupid. Fred read Cam's eyes. He knew where the ball was going, and he just made a play on it. And it was very, very simple. And yes, Warner did own Edelman. Edelman is old. And what they don't realize is that for everything that he has, the dude is washed up. There's no Tom Brady he washed up. And I guarantee you, if Edelman winds up getting cut or anything like that, you'll see him down there in Tampa Bay with Tom. Because what did Tom do? He went and got AD. He went and got Gronk. You know what I'm saying? He told the coach, hey, I need a running back. Go get me Leonard Fournette. All right, take him. You see what I'm saying? Tom just went and got all his homies and was like, forget it. Let's just go and do what we going to do. But so Fred read his eye. Jamar Taylor's interception that he caught was, I'll get to that later, man. I'll get to that later. Oh, so I will get to it later. I'm just gonna put this up here for y'all to look at. I'm gonna get to that later. I will touch on that. I promise you, I will touch on that. So basically, what happened was with the second interception, Jamar Taylor just was an opportunist. That was a tip drill off Julian Edelman's hand. The ball was thrown behind him from Cam. And what happened was he basically, the ball got tipped right off his hand. It went right in the air. Jamar Taylor, boom, catches the interception, makes a play on it, does exactly what he needs to do. Nice, right? So then on the third interception, I can't remember the third interception for the life of me. But on that next interception, it was another situation where Cam just wasn't paying attention, man. You know what I'm saying? And then the interception with actually no, I apologize. That was when Emmanuel Mosley picked it up. So Emmanuel Mosley goes in, picks off the ball because Cam Newton overthrew the receiver and Mosley read it. Mosley was running with the receiver. He was smart. He did everything he needed to do. And next thing you know, Mosley sees the ball and he sees it's going over. He catches it, but what kills me is the defense didn't want to block for him. He's like, yo, I'm not trying to go down. I'm trying to score here. I'm actually trying to get a pick six, like block. So everybody starts turning around and blocking and moving and making things happen. And the next thing you know, he winds up out of bounds. But that was a great return. And then on the last interception of the game, Jamar Taylor picks the ball up again. He snatched it. Jared Stidham threw the ball. He put a little heat on it, but Jamar Taylor was right there. Bow, boom. He was good. So that's the thing. Like you got to think about it. All of those interceptions were opportunistic moments, and it's great. Why? Because the defense created enough pressure up front. Those front four guys have to create that kind of pressure on a consistent basis, and it will allow us to be able to win games like this. And that's exactly what we did. We literally let everybody do exactly what we needed to do. You know what I'm saying? And all our guys, we did everything that we could to make this happen. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy, like I said, I'm not happy with the two interceptions, but because the run game was so stellar, like him throwing two picks and no TDs doesn't look so bad. But then again, it does add fuel to the fire for these commentators who already don't like him and say that he's not a great quarterback. But what I can say is I'm a little unsure of Jimmy when he does that. I don't like that. That makes me uneasy. And I know a lot of people are gonna get on me for that, but at the same time, don't like if we win, go out there and just win. Don't go out there and look bad when you win. You know what I'm saying? No TDs, two interceptions. That's not great stat to the average person. You had a really horrible game. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really care for that. I'd rather him go out there and make it happen. You know, so I think we'll be able to continue to dominate and continue to do the things we do. I was a little scared when Barrett went down, but I think he just got the wind knocked out of him from the way he tackled dude, and then he was right back in the game, so we're fine. And I think what happens is Barrett is one of those dudes. He's at this point in his career, Barrett is saying, unless the injury is serious, I'm out there. I'm not giving up. You're not going to tell me that I got to go sit on the sidelines and do anything. I need to be out here. I need to support my team. I need to do what I need to do. Um, but we played a hell of a game. Defense was stellar. Offense running the ball was ridiculously crazy. All of the passes were very simple, very easy, intricate passes. And our Yak Bros did what they needed to do. We really went out there and had a game. And this is a really big win for us, guys. It's huge. But you got to think about it, man. With the way that we were looking, the projection was what? We were going to wind up losing. We were going to wind up in the hole. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the numbers, but, the last few teams that we were facing coming into this, man, these guys hadn't lost nothing but a couple of games. You know what I'm saying? Seahawks are still undefeated. Um, the Rams had only lost one game by the time we faced them. You know what I mean? The Patriots, they lost three games, but we making it happen, and we good. So I don't have nothing to worry about, man. I think we're good. We're gonna be great, and it's gonna be a beautiful situation for us coming up these next couple of weeks. We have way more to get into when it comes to playing the Seahawks. We got to go to Seattle. There is no 12th man, but there is still simulated noise, so that 12th man can still be there and still be loud. But the Seahawks defense is spectacular. They're not the greatest. And I just want to say, man, we had a fantastic game, 33-6, punching Bill Belichick in the mouth. Jimmy G's return home was successful. He made it happen, and he's definitely making sure that Bill Belichick knows that he misses. And I can tell you right now, if there's anything happening, just at all, Robert, you know what Bill Belichick is doing? He and Robert Kraft office right now going, see that? I know he threw two picks, but do you see that? That's the reason why I wanted him on the damn squad. You got me out here with old ass Cam Newton. He ain't doing nothing. The man threw three interceptions. I had to bench him. I had to bench a former Super Bowl quarterback, a former MVP of the league, one of the guys who used to be feared because he could run and he could pass. A guy that everybody thought would be one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever do it. And I'm not taking nothing away from Cam Newton because he's still an amazing QB. Right now, he's hot garbage. And this audition for this year is not about to help him get paid next year. So it's gonna be crazy, man. So I literally didn't get a chance to really look at all the other scores and see what's been going on. I haven't seen anything else. Um, Matt, let me get to a couple of your things. Yeah, they really are regretting trading Jimmy G. Belichick didn't want to trade him in the first place, but that was just Tom going to Robert Kraft and crying like a little girl and telling him they should trade Jimmy because Bill wants to go ahead and start him over me. That's exactly what it was. It was a changing of the guard. You got to think about it. When we told Joe Montana buy and sent him to Kansas City because we wanted Steve Young to start, that was not an easy thing to do. Joe didn't want to leave. Joe was like, man, I got plenty left in the tank. What are you talking about? You want me to do what? Why? Why don't you want me to leave? He took Kansas City to the AFC Championship. So it was a situation where, somebody was being pushed out the door, but they weren't ready. But he had such a rapport with Robert Kraft that's the reason why he was able to stay. And I'm not saying that Montana didn't have that with Eddie De Bartolo, but the thing is, Eddie was on board with moving forward with Steve Young. That's the difference. So, Steve, if you're not on board with something and then you come in there, yeah, you got a little bit of leeway. You got some pull. You got some sway in the building, so to speak, because you can go in there and say, hey, man, I ain't trying to go nowhere, man. They trying to get me out of here for this guy. What's up with that? And then they go ahead and talk to the coach and say, okay, yeah, we can't be doing that because that's gonna piss up our star. But the crazy thing is that we have, yeah, game ball to Jeff Wilson Jr. You said it. Best Todd Forsman. You are correct, sir. Roy boy, what's happening with it, baby? Yes, that is a big win. Bro, the beauty of it is at the end of the day, we went out there, we did what we needed to do, and it was executed perfectly. As Bill Belichick started to think he was taking things away, Kyle Shanahan looked at him and said, you thought, okay, I got you. Bam, we gonna run this like this." So they set the edge, and then at the same time, like I said, you have none of the guys that are there that they really need, man. There's several players on defense that were key for them that opted out due to COVID. And when you have guys do that, man, you kick yourself in the ass. It's really, really hard. I use first 100-yard game. That is correct. Yep. So, Matt, since you've been commenting like nobody's business, I'm just gonna tell you, man. Hey, that seeing what happened with what's going on with Dallas in general is just an atrocity. It's just an atrocity, bro. That is really bad, man. You are down to your third string quarterback. Your offensive line is so trash. You got the next starter up killed. Andy Dalton got blasted. That concussion is for real, for real. I hope that man is okay. I don't wish injury on nobody, nor do I wish death on him. Andy Dalton, damn dog. And I don't even know who this kid, Diamici. I don't even know who this dude is. Nobody knows who this dude is. You got to trot this fool out there and randomly start, uh, um, you randomly start some dude that nobody knows about, who has no experience in the system, who knows nothing. And then you're going to have to go out and sign just a nobody quarterback to be his backup because Dalton can't play unless he passes concussion protocol. And typically you're out for at a bare minimum a week. They are not going to allow you to play. They're too serious about these concussions. You know what I'm saying? What did you say, Steve? Pats fans and burner jersey. They burning Julie Edelman jerseys. I hope none of them bought a Cam jersey because they do that in the trash right now. Cam looked bad, man. He looks really, really bad. Um, oh wow, I didn't know that, Matt. That's a crazy stat. Let me put that up for everybody to see. The 49ers are the first team in 3 years to go to New England and score a TD on their first drive. That's a crazy ass stat, right? That is crazy. I mean, I look, I my wife's a Cowboys fan. She don't really watch them like that no more. She stopped watching for her own personal reasons. But I'm gonna tell you, man, I know a couple of Cowboys fans. One of my really good friends that I grew up with, I've known him since fifth grade. Um, he's a Cowboys fan. I know he's looking at the team going, I just this bad. It's all bad, man. all bad over there in Cowboy land. They look so horrible, so trash. You lose to the Washington football team and Kyle Allen. Because we played Kyle Allen, we made him look stupid. Bosa made Kyle Allen have nightmares about him. But it's it's crazy. So last team to do that in KC, Alex Smith, who threw 4 TDs in that game. Alex Smith came from where? We drafted him. That's why A Rod's still crying. We drafted him over A Rod. We courted both of them. We went with Alex. A Rod is going to continue to cry about that until the end of this year. Um, I appreciate that, boy. I appreciate that. He said he's going to get a wife pass, but Cowboys don't get no. No, they don't. Cowboys never get a pass because there's nobody throwing the ball. You know, that's the situation. Um, I'm just happy that Alex is back playing football. I'm glad that he was able to come back and play football in some capacity. But what I will say is, at the end of the day, guys, it was a great win. I hope you were able to watch the game. Usually, when I'm watching the games, as long as I don't have to watch them on my phone, I will Periscope them. So y'all got to jump to my Twitter, follow me on Twitter, and then if you see me going live, I won't show you the game because I don't want to wind up getting in trouble. NFL will be all over me. I'm not that big of a person on YouTube and or in social media like that yet, and I'm trying to grow my platform. Definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notification if you're seeing this for the first time. But um, if you put any of those parts of that game up there, man, they are on your ass. I remember I streamed a quarter one time, man, and got like an instant message right into my inbox. You don't stop streaming, we'll cut you off. I was like, oh, all right, they ain't playing. They for real, for real. Okay, Debo has a hamstring injury. Okay, that's okay. At this, we don't need to put Debo. We probably won't. If he has a hamstring, thank you, Johnny Garcia, for that information. If Debo has a hamstring injury, then he won't wind up on the IR. They probably just won't make him practice all week, and they'll just have him hydrating and making sure that they go ahead and put him, saying put him in some rehab a little bit. A lot of massage, a lot of little bit of work, just stretching, making sure that the hamstring gets right. You got to be real careful with hamstring injuries because it's tricky because you don't know how long they're going to take to heal. It could take a week. It could take 5 weeks. It just depends on the grade of the hamstring strain. So I think with Debo, for him to stop, it definitely was something serious enough for him to be able to do that. But I don't think Johnny Garcia said he had a hamstring injury. He didn't say he tore it. Let's not put that bad juju out there, man. We don't want to have any kind of tearing and nothing. We don't want to have no negativity on that one, boy. That's just hopefully he just pulled it, give it a little bit of time, let him be cool, chill out. Uh, Robert, what do I think Robert Kraft is thinking right now? Robert Kraft right now is going. Probably should have just said forget it and let Tom go. At least it could have had Jimmy. At least I wouldn't have to be trying to play with a washed up quarterback who isn't what he used to be. At least I wouldn't have Bill Belichick staring me in the face every day like he does everyone, and knowing that he's upset like that. I'm telling you, man, like you got to be pissed because you don't have enough in you and you don't have enough on your team to be able to make it through the season properly. Do you understand that the Pats are not winning their division for the first time since Tom Brady was there? Like that's always how it will be. The Pats always win that division. They look bad right now. And I'm sure Belichick is throwing everything around, everybody under the bus. He about to be yelling at people all week long. But I can tell you when he gets up there for his press conference, he gonna do just this. Came out, got punched in the face, and 49ers are simply better than us. That's on Shanahan. Moving on to the next one. Bill. Hey, what was the issue on defense and why couldn't you stop the 49ers run game? Next question. Bill, what's going on with Cam? Did you bench him because of his performance? Is Cam Newton going to be starting next week? Next question. Like, that's how he does it, dude. He gonna do that all the time, man. Todd, you are so right. I was itchy for him to be able to take Cam down. But Cam is still, even though Cam is not a what he once was, he's still a low to take down. That is a large, that is a linebacker playing quarterback. That is a large individual, and he does not go down easy. Not by any stretch of the imagination. He go down easy. So yeah, you're right, man. I was really itching for him to get that. Oh, I wanted that. I really would have loved that, man. But right now, period point blank, 49ers are looking great. And the NFC West is ridiculous. It's the best division in football. It truthfully is. You know what I'm saying? I believe I don't know. I think that it's the AFC South or North. I think it's the AFC North. Because you have the Steelers, you have the Browns, you have the Bengals, and you have Ravens in the AFC North, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that. So the Steelers are undefeated. Ravens have only lost one game. Browns have lost, I think, once or twice. So they balling. The only team in that division that looks like hot garbage is Cincinnati. That's because, to tell you the truth, Cincinnati's defense sucks ass. I'm not going to put that on Joe Burrow because Burrow goes out every fucking week and puts up points. He puts them in a position to win, but the defense just can't stop nosebleed. They can't stop shit. It's like their defense is one of those defenses where it's a water hose. And you know, whenever you get a kink in the water hose, you unkink it and you're like, okay, cool, the water starts flowing. Or better yet, I'll say it's like a blow up mattress. Plug one hole, another one pops up, another one pops up, and another one pops. They just suck like that. That's how it works. But we have the best division in football. It's extremely competitive. We went out there and punched Bill Belichick in the mouth. We did it in a beautiful fashion, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. You know what I'm saying? He could win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah, Matt. He could win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah. I cannot state that he couldn't because the thing about it is when you have somebody who's playing at the level he is, it once again this is not Burrow's fault that Cincinnati sucks. It is their defense. They are the ones losing the games. Burrow puts up points. He comes back. He does everything he does. He does everything that he can do. But they're just that. I'll tell you right now, if Burrow's smart, he's looking at them going, "Don't worry about this offense. We'll figure that out. We're doing all right. Get this defense together. Get the trash. They keep screwing us out of games. That's how it works." Um, but hey, man, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. Um, have a wonderful evening. Continue to stay safe. Enjoy this dub because we got another one next week that we're gonna have to work just a little bit harder for. Seattle always gives us a run for our money, but it's okay because we got Drake Greenlaw, we got Freddie Warner, and we have Aziz. And yeah, man, Yannick Brand, we got all the people and all the pieces to the puzzle and we are going to be perfectly fine. I'll give y'all another video for the Seahawks later on in the week. Thank y'all for tuning in and watching me. Once again, just remember every single game from here on out, we're going to have to play that smash mouth football, run that ball down their throats, and continue to keep our foot on the gas, on the necks. And Kyle just went out here literally and showed y'all I'm Kyle Shanahan. I'm not afraid of Bill Belichick. See, he showed and proved. Well, remember Rex Ryan a long time ago? He said, I'm not here to kiss Bill Belichick's ring. Well, Kyle said he wasn't, and he showed it. Y'all have a wonderful day, man, and I'm out. Oh, yeah, I'm going to watch that Cards versus Hearts game too, Matt, because I want to make sure. I'm hoping that they end up in a tie. I need them in a tie. I don't need neither one of you win. Just get a tie. You know what I'm saying? Or if anything, at least if the Cardinals win, that gives the Seahawks a loss. But hey, y'all have a wonderful evening. Thank you, everyone. Steve's, Matt, Todd, all of y'all, man. Roy Boy, hey, man, I appreciate everybody coming in. Johnny Garcia, all of y'all. Thank you. I love every last one of you guys, man. Straight up, man. Love to all of y'all. Have a good evening. I'm out.